Hurricane Erin is trending more west towards the United States, specifically North Carolina. Right now it's at a category 3 that just went through an eyewall transformation and is almost going to get twice as big as it was previously when it was a category 5. In addition to that, we have some more storms brewing up in the tropics, which we will get into in just a second, and then we'll look at our severe weather event that'll be today and what to expect over the next few days. My name is Colin Holdsworth, and this is Mezocraft Weather Association. So here we have Hurricane Erin. As we can see, there's no more eyewall. It got so strong and so fast where the eyewall completely collapsed, the storm collapsed, and so now it's rebuilding itself. It's gotten almost twice as big as already. It was a small hurricane. Now it's taking up a much wider area, including a wider area of tropical storm force winds, and it's going to get another eyewall here very soon, and it is forecast to become a major category 4 hurricane, maybe even the possibility of it reaching category 5 status once again. So we can see here 138 mile an hour, sustained winds 144. So it could get really close to category 5 status. Definitely will be an upper category 4. And so the models have been trending this hurricane to get pretty close there to North Carolina. So I'm expecting a 50% possibility of tropical storm force winds, a 50% probability of minor storm surge, and a pretty big probability of some very big rip currents all the way from Miami up into Massachusetts. That area could see up to 20-foot waves. So please be keeping your beach activities in mind with this Hurricane Erin. This is not something to play around with. And then we got a lot of storms out here coming off of Africa, and we could definitely see there is a small possibility of another storm happening over here in the Gulf. So let's go take a look at the models are saying about that. So right here, this is the ECMWF forecast, one of my favorite models for looking at medium range. As we can see, here's Hurricane Erin, and it has been trending more and more towards North Carolina over right there at the very tip. And as we can see that it will be affected possibly with tropical storm force winds and definitely the possibility of some minor storm surge. So if you do live on the edge there, keep in mind and see what your local officials are going to say, and subscribe to see every daily updates on what Hurricane Erin is going to be doing. If we look at our GEFS ensemble, we can see that it is also trending slightly more towards that edge of North Carolina. So got to keep a close eye if you do live on the edge of North Carolina for the storm to strengthen and become more of a problem for you. If we look at our GFS, we can see it is also getting really close, all saying the same exact thing. So I have a 50 to 70% chance in my eyes of there being tropical storm force winds over there at the edge of North Carolina, and also possibility of some minor storm surge. Let's go look at the GEFS ensemble members. And as we can see that some of them still have it out to sea, but they are trending more and more close to North Carolina. So about a 50-50 chance of tropical storm force winds hitting the edge of North Carolina. Now let's go take a look at the severe weather to expect today and the types of severe weather we will get over the next few days. The SPC has issued a slight risk of severe weather, including a 2% tornado risk over here in portions of Minnesota, tiny sliver of Iowa and South Dakota, 15% wind threat, and a 5% hail threat. So we'll take a look at what the model's saying in just a second. For Monday, we can see that just a large marginal threat over here encompassing the same area. This area has been getting about the same exact type of weather over the past week. And then on day 3, we have a nice only thunderstorm risk, no marginal threat at all. So on Tuesday, we really aren't going to see much. And then on our day 4 through 8 forecast, another potential 2 low on Wednesday, which means at the moment we should not see anything. Then day 5 through 8, we have predictability 2 low. Let's go see what the models are saying about this. Right now we have the HRRR model at the 18Z run, and this is going to give us a look at what might happen. So as we can see, we have a mess of just a bunch of supercell and thunderstorms, a couple helicity streaks, so we might see an isolated tornado or 2 brief tornadoes. And then right in this area is where the HRRR is suspect for the most probability of tornadoes. So maybe a little more east than what the SPC is saying, and then it'll transform into a light line and then move off and not really affect much. If we look at our NOM nest, we can see that it's showing more pop-up showers everywhere. I think this is definitely more of what's going to happen. Just tons of showers everywhere around Iowa, Minnesota, South Dakota, even Nebraska. And then it's showing its tornado threat to be right where that 2% is for the greatest risk of tornadoes. And there definitely could be some wind and hail, so we can see lots of line of storms and a bunch of mess, just tons of messy little storms, just like there was the past few days. Yesterday, last night at 11, over there in northern Iowa, I was there. There was tons of lightning. It was absolutely beautiful, and there was just pouring down rain, some light hail. There was also tons of wall clouds over there in the border of Wisconsin and Iowa near Dubuque. Tons of beautiful wall clouds. No funnel clouds or tornadoes were spotted, but if you were watching the storm chasers, that was quite some time. Over there in Guttenberg, close to where I live, there was an absolutely beautiful wall cloud that someone took a picture of and sent it to me. Thankfully, no tornadoes. There's only very low level shear. Wasn't a lot of high level shear, so it was not able to produce tornadoes or anything like that. Now, if we look at what's expected tomorrow, we could definitely see a bunch of lines of storms anywhere from the Kansas and Nebraska border all the way up into North Dakota. Maybe a couple brief tornadoes throughout the day, but very unlikely. And then it just becomes a big mess and then goes away. So we'll definitely keep you updated, maybe in a community post if we do not do a video tomorrow. So yeah, just a bunch of little supercells that fire off. So not a very big deal. Seems like the NOM nest is only locating that in this area right here. Now let's go take a look at the next few days after this throughout the next week. So if we look, this is our trough. This over here was just over here, which was providing the lift for the storms to create those supercells over there in the Wisconsin-Iowa border. And then it's going to quickly make its way out of here, and so we shouldn't see a whole lot of storms there. So we can see big high pressure, not a lot of storms. And then there's Hurricane Erin right there. And then we see another trough try and build up here, maybe create some storms over here, and that'll track its way over into the Midwest and maybe bring some more severe weather along the way. So we should have a little bit of a break of any type of severe weather, and then we might be back on it just a little bit sometime mid next week. Now let's go take a look at our rainfall predictions. So as we can see, the Weather Prediction Center has issued a slight risk over here encompassing northern Iowa, southern Minnesota, a part of South Dakota, and Wisconsin for storms that'll be happening later today. Day 2, we have a small slight risk encompassing this area, including Madison and Milwaukee, fortunately. So if you were in a very flooded area in Milwaukee area, keep a close eye on this. On day 3, we are not seeing a whole lot of weather, just a big marginal threat. So thank you for watching this. If you have an area you'd like me to cover, leave it in the comment section below, and I will leave you a paragraph of what to expect. Please like, subscribe, and help out Mesocapt Weather Association. We'll see you on in the next one.